Alright guys, it is Tuesday, February the 22nd of 2022. It is 2, all of the twos. And it is Tuesday at 6:08 p.m. Alright, let's take a look quickly here. We have verse of the day from dailyverses.net. It says, "Do not be misled. Bad company corrupts good character." 1 Corinthians 15:33. Alright, let's start. We have from eWeather. We have 12Z is Euro colder, showing snow further south on Friday. Still a changeover to sleet and freezing rain, but later in focus across I-95 corridor. Let's take a look at these images. So more snow and sleet over New York, parts of Pennsylvania. Alright. Parts of Massachusetts. Possibility of snow in inches over Massachusetts and Rhode Island and parts of New York. There it is, the ratio of inches and sleet. And freezing rain, accumulation of freezing rain over parts of New York. Alright guys. Let's scroll down to the next story. From NWS Fort Worth, Texas, it says, "Update. The winter weather advisory now includes parts of central Texas. Ice accumulations of 1/10 to 2/10 of an inch might be possible north of the white line, while ice accumulations up to 1/10 of an inch will be possible south of the white line." Let's take a look at the image. A wintry mix of freezing rain for Fort Worth and Dallas. Icy freezing rain. So parts of Waco and Hillsborough as well. So heads up for you Texans. Drive carefully because ice and roads is not a good mix. Alright, let's take a look at the National Weather Service. Here is a map of the United States showing the wintry mix over Arkansas, parts of Oklahoma, and parts of Texas. So heads up, and then also rains and storms in front of the wintry mix for Tennessee and Kentucky, parts of West Virginia. Alright guys, let's take a look. It says here, back-to-back large-scale storms. A large storm will impact the eastern half of the U.S. today, with snow and ice in the upper Mississippi Valley and Great Lakes into northern New England, and heavy rain severe storms from the lower Mississippi Valley to the Ohio and Tennessee valleys. A second storm is digging into southern California and the southwest today. This storm will impact the eastern two-thirds of the U.S. starting on Wednesday. So that's what the National Weather Service is saying. Okay, let's take a look at strange sounds. We have a 6.3 earthquake hit Antarctica before a 6.0 hit Argentina. So we got a couple of large earthquakes happening in Argentina and Antarctica, which is way below Australia. Alright, we're also having warning 50 birds fall from the sky on Virginia campus near UK reservoir. So last week I was talking about how there were large swaths of birds just dropping out of the sky in Mexico. Now we're having 50 birds fall from the sky in Virginia and parts of UK. Alright. Next, a fire rages out of control in Argentina. 800,000 hectares and thousands of animals burnt down. So heads up Argentina. Prayers for you. Hope the fires run out and stop. Alright, also, Snowmageddon buries northern Japan, disrupting rail and air traffic. So a lot of snow for Japan still happening. Alright, let's take a look at Zero Hedge. Russia evacuates diplomats from Ukraine, an ominous sign. The Russian Ministry of Foreign Affairs has announced its decision to evacuate its diplomatic staff from the embassy in Ukraine and 3 consulates across the country, citing threats of physical violence. So Russian ministry leaving their embassy. It says since 2014, the Russian embassy in Kiev and the consulates general in the country of Odessa, Lviv, and Kharkiv have been subjected to repeated attacks. The statement indicted Putin's pundits in the West are seeing it as an ominous sign that Russia could take its military operations beyond the Donbass region. This also, as the White House on Tuesday morning began calling Putin's independence declaration at start of an invasion. So Russia evacuating its diplomats from their diplomatic offices and embassies. All right, guys. Let's take a look now at Preamble to WW3. We have Preamble to WW3 sent stocks and bonds lower, gold and crude higher. The main pain felt in the world from Putin's sanctions or actions so far has been Russian stocks and the ruble, but the lack of substance to Biden's sanctions offers some respite late on the risk of day. MOEX is down around 30% from its highs, the biggest drawn out since 2014, but we note that MOEX rallied late on after Biden's speech. So the Russian stock market, or the ruble, is down. So that I'll leave you guys the link so you guys can check out the story about the Russian stock market going down since the speech. All right. Next, Canadian lawmaker claims single mom had bank account frozen after donating $50 to Freedom Convoy. So the Canadian politician Mark Stroll on February 20th claimed that a single mom with a minimum wage job had her bank account frozen after she legally donated $50 to the Freedom Convoy. So heads up, Canada, they're freezing accounts and just cracking down on anybody that possibly could have helped the Canadian convoy. Alright, next. DC National Guard scrambling to secure tow trucks as Freedom Convoy descends. So, as we all know, there's supposed to be a convoy of truckers headed to Washington, D.C., as I had said in the previous story. Well, now the National Guard is scrambling to secure tow trucks. It says the Washington, D.C. National Guard is ratcheting up preparations for forthcoming trucker protests set to begin on Tuesday, as a new group of roughly 1,000 truckers, dubbed the People's Convoy, make its way to the nation's capital in protest of COVID-19 mandates. Here you can see a picture of them coming in the trucks. It says, "End all mandates, Freedom Convoy." So heads up, Washington, D.C., they're going to be heading your way. It says a separate notice stated the encampment could last longer than March 7th. So it's going to be a while. March 7th. It could be longer than that. It's going to be a while of them camping in Washington. Alright, finally, we have from Jet Propulsion Laboratory, California Institute of Technology, and NASA, the next 5 asteroid approaches. We have asteroid 2022 BA6, about 58 feet in size, about the size of a house. The closest Earth approach is 1,900,000 miles from Earth. It will be passing today, on February 22nd, 2022. Then we have asteroid 2022 CC2, about the size of an airplane, 140 feet in size. The closest Earth approach will be 2,830,000 miles from Earth, and it will be passing by today, February 22nd, 2022. Then we have asteroid 455176, 1999 VF22. It is 800 feet in size, about the size of a stadium. That is pretty big, guys. And its closest Earth approach is 3,330,000 miles from Earth. So I wouldn't worry too much of it passing too close to Earth, as it is 3,330,000 miles from Earth, passing on February 22nd, 2022. Notice how all of these are passing today. That is a lot of asteroids out there. Alright, so we also have asteroid 2022 DJ, about 120 feet in size, the size of an airplane. The closest Earth approach, 4,420,000 miles from Earth, passing today as well. Then we have tomorrow, 2022 CK7, about the size of an airplane, 120 feet in size, and the closest Earth approach is 2,900,000 miles from Earth, passing tomorrow. So that is the closest 5 asteroids passing by. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Hit like and subscribe for more, and see you guys next time. God bless.